Real Maxi Preist.
What's up? What's up?
Maxi, you made it. You made it. How you doing?
I need a crash course in this.
Maxi, is this your first Instagram Live?
No, this is my second or
Okay.
third. Yeah. No more than
It
that.
can be, yeah, it can be a little tricky at times. Like Instagram, yeah, mine was acting up earlier. So, but it's really, really good to see you. Awesome to see you. The last time I
What's
saw
up?
you, yeah, it's good. It's great to see your face. Last time I saw you, it was right before quarantine, right?
Absolutely.
The world is a different place right now. So tell me, how have things been going for you? What's the quarantine experience been like? Where are you? You in the UK? What's been going on?
I'm in Jamaica.
Oh, you're in Jamaica. We were just talking about that.
The place to be. The place to be.
Oh.
And yeah, we have our masks and all that.
Yeah.
We have all that.
Good. I like that one.
We got
too.
all that. But to be honest with you, it's a lot better than a lot of the other countries, to what I'm hearing. When I hear from my folks in England, they can't wait to get out.
Yeah.
They want to come to Jamaica. And then when I hear from my folks in the States, they're like, yo, Max, you're in the right place, man.
You are. When did you head out there?
When did I head out?
Yeah.
It's crazy because from the beginning of the year, I was telling my management and everybody that, I just wanted a break. I just wanted to take a chill for a minute.
Yeah.
And of course, the saying goes, be careful what you ask for, you just might get it.
Yeah.
I left the tour and told them to book me a ticket to Jamaica. I went to Jamaica. Unfortunately, my uncle dad passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And, I went to his funeral, and then all of a sudden this thing just came down on all of us, and here I am in Jamaica.
Wow, so you weren't even planning to stay that long when you headed over there? You didn't pack for it?
Well, I live here, so I have a place here.
Oh, you live in Jamaica now? Okay.
I have a place here, as well as I have a place in England and America, but so it's kind of really nothing for me to just, hold up, I'm staying.
Yeah. Well, that is the place to be. By the way, congratulations to you. You just won an award for your latest album. It all comes back to love, didn't you? Yeah. Tell us about that award and how you're feeling about that.
It was a People's Choice Award from out of the UK. I don't know if Europe is included, but it was out of the UK. It was straight up, People's Choice, and they chose my album. So I want to thank everybody for their support, because, hey, without you guys, there is no me.
That's incredible. And you've been around for, since the late 80s. Throughout the 90s, you're still going strong. I love that. And even despite quarantine, you've been going strong with the music as well. You've put out a couple of new singles, haven't you? No stopping.
Yep. Cheater. There's quite a few tracks out there at the moment. We're having a ball. We're having a good time. We're making the most of the situation, because you can't just sit and ponder about things. You just you got to make things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just keep it going. We're resilient. We try to move and turn with the curves and the waves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love that. I love that philosophy. All right. Now I am about to put you to my 10 and 10 challenge, right?
Oh, you are? What exactly is that? Do I have to do a backflip or anything like that, because there's no space?
This is tough, and everybody fails it. But 10 random and revealing questions that I'm about to ask you, so the audience really has a chance to get to know you better and get to know different sides of you. So are you ready for your 10 and 10 challenge?
Yeah, go on.
You are a Brit. You are certainly a Brit. Okay.
Good.
So, question number 1, complete the sentence. I give the best blank. This
Of
is the
me.
icebreaker one. What's
Of
that?
me. Of me.
Okay. You always give the best of you
That's right.
in any circumstance.
In most circumstances, I put my best foot forward.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're 100%, 100%
That was a
Maxi.
very easy question for me. Yeah.
Most people
No,
are there for a while
you
thinking about
know,
that one.
no. The best of me. Yeah.
That is a good answer and one I have not heard before.
Thank
I
you.
like it. I like it. Okay.
You
So
see, I'm
question
original.
You're original. You really definitely are. All right. So question number 2. You had your first top 10 hit back in 1988 with Wild World. I was just playing that a little while ago. Now, what was it like? Can you compare being an artist, the pros and cons during those times, the 90s versus nowadays? I mean, the music industry has changed so much for artists, so much for everyone. But what are the pros and cons of sort of back then versus now?
Oh my gosh, pros and cons back there. Well, anything you had to do, you had to be there. There was no internet or none of that kind of stuff to you know, make things a little bit easier. If depending on what part of that time, you know, drum machines came into play. Pros and cons. Oh my gosh, pros and
Yeah,
cons.
was it tougher back then, or is it tougher now? Artists have more control, I guess, over the music they put out with social media and being able to sort of reach their own fan base directly.
It
That's
depends. I
obviously a
mean,
good thing, but yeah.
it depends. I mean, yes, there's a lot of things easier now with making records and putting out stuff. But then we've got so much out there. I'm not quite sure if that's necessarily the best thing. You know, pros and cons back then. You know, you had to audition for a situation, or there was a set of people that kind of kept the gateway that could kind of say, well, then all right, then, you know, this is your world. You know, you are a part of the music industry, or you know, you're not. I don't think you'll quite make that. Do you know what I'm saying? Do something else. You know, and
Did anyone ever
people
say that
might
to
sit
you?
there and think, well, you know, I'm being judgmental, but somewhere along the line, there's a lot of stuff just coming in into the internet and on the scene that, you know, it's difficult to find a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a lot to
you
make your
know,
way through.
there's
It's tough.
so much. It's like, help. You know, people ask me, you know this new artist? And I'm like, who?
Yeah.
You know, and then they play you something, and then it sounds like the next person, and it sounds like the next, and you kind
Yeah.
of think, oh, damn, this is kind of manufacture. It's machinery, you know? So, you know, there's things I like, and then there's things that I don't like about today.
What was your biggest challenge sort of breaking into or getting your first big break back then? What was the biggest challenge you had to overcome?
Myself, really. You know, when I started out, first of all, I came from a big family who always sing. We always sing. We always sing for everything. And then I went into school, and then, you know, everybody would encourage me to sing and stuff like that. But I guess one of my biggest fears were when I was around sound system, and you're in a party or a club, and you're tight with everybody in the club or in the party, and then you have to just kind of, you know, bring up that courage to just step to the mic and just do your thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand, you're singing right here and people standing right there.
Wow.
You know, you know a party in a club in England, you know,
Yeah.
it can be very tight. So you're sitting there and you're standing there around the sound system, and you got the mic. All of a sudden, the whole attention is on you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that was one of my biggest challenge. you know, to just kind of overcome that, you know.
How did you?
And I just felt like, you know, I had to do it. I had to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I just, you know, not just for me, but for my peoples that I was walking with and my crew around me, my brothers and sisters that were in the dance. And hey, you know, they're always saying to me, yo, Max, you can sing, you can do this, you can do this, you can do that. And then I just stepped to it and just did my thing.
Yeah.
And then when I got a response, it was like, okay, all right, cool. I can have some of this.
Well, they say you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, right? To be able to grow and progress.
Yeah,
You
that
got to
was
face your
just
worst
the
fears.
first thing that was the first thing that came to my head, really, when you said that, when you asked me that question. So I went with it. That's
a good answer. That's a really good answer. Okay, so question number 3. Your new single, you sang a little bit of it earlier, Cheetah. And just that name right there is that everyone's ears perked up, right?
Liar, look me in the eye.
You're going in. You're going
Stop
in.
those crocodile tears in your eyes.
So this song is about, and you've had other songs about it before, but about a woman cheating on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your philosophy on cheating? Because I feel like in this day and time, it's almost acceptable to a certain extent, almost normalized. You hear a lot of guys, especially in hip hop, and I love hip hop, but you always hear about my side piece, side this, that, and the other, like it's okay, right? And sometimes you hear it from the women as well. But what is your philosophy on cheating, and who's worse, men or women? Let's start with the philosophy first.
I mean, you know, cheating in any kind of way can't be good. It's not good. You know, we're just crossing lines that were there generations before us, and that comes under the laws of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be right. Yeah, it can't be right.
I mean, it's in the name, right? You're cheating. Like, that's not a good word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but you know, people will manipulate and you know, curb things in whatever manner it's going to suit them, and they'll probably find you some great lyrics to go with it.
Yeah. So who do you think cheats more, men or women? And do you think men and women cheat for different reasons?
Well, we obviously cheat for different reasons.
Yeah.
Who cheats more? I couldn't answer that.
Because it used to be men.
I would like to think that men cheat more. I would like to think that.
You would. I don't want to think that.
I get crucified here. I would like to think that women do not cheat as much as men do.
Yeah, but
I don't know. How can I answer that? I'm not a woman, so and
you know women.
You know.
Yeah.
Say that again.
You know women though.
Yeah, but not to the extent that I could place a judgment on all women to say most women cheat. No.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be right in saying that. I would like to think that women do not cheat as much as men do.
And I think you're right there, even though we have some people in the comments saying women definitely, and other people are saying men.
I guess they're probably better at it. You know?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's you know, most women will tell you, you know, if I'm going to cheat on you, you know, I can play a better game than you can.
Yeah.
But you know, that's up to the individual person, and that individual person has to live with their self.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have a conscience. You know, not to say that I probably haven't played around before in my lifetime, but you know, we're growing up.
Everyone goes through that stage, and I think when you get to a point where you realize that, or not everyone, but a lot of people go through that stage, but when you get to that point where you realize you're actually really hurting people's feelings, like it doesn't feel good, and when it happens to you, you know, that's again growth right there.
Somebody might say that the other person is hurting their feelings,
Yeah.
So they're hurting
True.
their feelings.
That might be the
It's
excuse.
kind of revenge or
Yeah.
you know, and then life is so difficult right now when it comes to relationships anyway that it's hard for two people to kind of weather the storm with so many options of various different things offered to them.
Yeah.
Especially as you was talking about there, the internet and all that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many windows, there's so many doors.
Just
Um,
slide in the DMs, right?
yeah,
That's where a lot of
and God bless those who can hold it together.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But hold it together for the right reason, and not just because, everybody else is saying that you're supposed to be holding it together. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
I
know, do
do.
it for you and not necessarily based on pressure.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Well, it all comes around to love, like you say in your
it
album.
all comes back to love. It all
Exactly.
comes back to love.
So last cheating question. Do you think a relationship can be salvaged when the trust has been broken in that way?
Yes, I do. I do. Because, you know, if God forgave 70 times 7, then who am I?
Mm.
You know, who am I? You know, I can forgive, and somebody else is supposed to be able to forgive. We're all supposed to be able to forgive. If we
Yeah.
don't, then, you know, we're going to make life a hard road. You know,
Very true.
here we are in this crazy world of racism and all this kind of crap that's happening right now that's risen its head again. If we don't learn to somewhat forgive, not only forgive others but forgive yourself, then we're going to find a very, very rocky road ahead of us. You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely right.
nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, and I'm not sitting here um, condoling the injustice and the situation that we are in. I'm just saying that we also have to be able to forgive, to
True.
move on. Yeah.
Good advice, Maxi. Good advice. All right, question number 4. So you are from the UK. You spent a lot
Hmm.
of time in the US. You have a home in the US as well.
Yeah.
What would you say are your favorite sort of elements and aspects of UK culture that maybe some in the US don't know about? And then vice versa, your favorite elements of US culture that maybe some in the UK don't know about?
Mm. Wow. The USA is so much better when it comes to the entertainment world.
Mm. In
Um,
what way?
appreciating and supporting art
Yeah.
um, in most aspects, in sports, entertainment, in every aspect. They are a lot
Mm.
more uh, um, clever and a lot more experienced at it, and a lot more appreciative of it
Mm.
than I think in England. England, um, you know, can shut down a lot of artists
Yeah.
in England. Um, you know, whether it be somebody who wants to sing or whether it be somebody who wants to act, or and then also we have to take in consideration that it's just an island. It's not as big as the United States
Yeah.
is. Do you know what I'm saying? So opportunities obviously are a lot less in the UK, but
True.
and that's based on sheer size, if
Yeah.
if if anything, you know what I'm saying. But you know, America on the other hand is a lot bigger, and it thinks a lot bigger. If you if you talk to a 10-year-old child in America, you know, they're liable to turn around and say to you, I'm going to be the next president.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, in England, you know, you'd have to line up a few kids before you get to somebody kind of going, hey, I'll be the next prime minister.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
right.
And
And I think a big part.
I'm a fighter against that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I want to change that. And you know, I spend a lot of time amongst my peoples in England where I come from, you know, and I talk a lot. And you know, I vibe with my peoples them to let them know, you know, that really all that stops you is self. You know,
yeah,
it's self. You know, you just gotta kind of look at oneself and go, you know, I run this, I
yeah,
own this, I rule this. You know, the world is mine as the world is yours. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of beautiful people out there in the world, from north, south, east, west of the world, you know, whether it be America or India or anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of beautiful people out there, but you got to give yourself the opportunity to somewhat experience that.
it's so interesting that you say that, because in America you're sort of taught to believe you can do anything, you can really be
Anything.
anything, that there's always
Yep.
a way, like if this way
Yep.
doesn't work, you go that way. But in the UK it's sort of like you feel, and I think there's probably a bit of truth to it as well, it's this one path that you have to follow, this step, this step, this step, this step, to get where you want to go. Whereas in America there are just so many different ways to make it happen. Do you think that's
Different
part of it too?
layers.
Yeah,
Yes, most definitely. You know, I always say to somebody that in England, a traffic light is a traffic light, and only a traffic light. A traffic light in America could be something that you put in your front room, or something that you could put in your bedroom, or something you could put in your garden, or something you could put in the front of the house.
hmm.
And they create different things out of this one thing.
Yeah,
Whereas, you know, England is kind of like, yep, it's a traffic light. That's what it is.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
absolutely right. Yeah, yeah, we love the UK anyway, we love all
of
you
course
guys
we
from
do.
England.
You know, that's my groundation. But, you know,
Yeah,
at the same time, you know, I just remember as a kid just kind of looking to the sky and kind of going, yo, you know, this where I stand here can't be all of this.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? There's got to be more to this.
yeah.
And as I said, anyway, it's not really whether I'm from England or anyways. I'm from the world. I'm a child of God. I'm a worldlian.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you're from. You know,
yeah,
it doesn't matter
yeah.
where you're from. You know.
I had that same thought as well when I was in the UK. Like, there's got to be something more. But still appreciate my upbringing there. Okay, question number
Yeah.
5. Yeah,
It's
question
it's
number.
it's what it's what's kept you balanced.
Absolutely, we're very
Yeah.
polite as well. We're polite. We're
Absolutely.
pretty humble. I'm maybe not as
Yes.
humble as we might have been if we just
Yeah.
stayed
Don't
there.
don't
But
please don't think that I down it.
no, no, I know you don't. I know you don't. Just for those people who are Brits right now watching, we just want to make sure
Yeah. I
they
just
know.
I just want I just wanted to I just
It's the
wanted
truth.
to see the world, you know, and when you open yourself up, you begin to learn. And this is very important because this is also part of this racism stuff that's going on right now. Is
Yeah,
understanding people's culture and understanding people's differences, and then allowing yourself to also learn from other
yeah,
people, you know, and from other color, class, race people. You know what I'm saying? Even though
yeah,
to me there's only one race, and that's the human race. But you know, we've been mentally controlled to kind of to think, oh, there's, you know, I come from this race or you come from that race, and X, Y, and Z. Where you know, I just wanted to be, I just wanted to explore the world. That's all I ever really wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. All right, question number 5. You are one of only 2 British reggae acts to make it to #1 on the US charts. So this is
Hmm.
Wikipedia, but it seems like it's accurate. So it's you and
I
UB40.
don't know. Half of these
Yeah.
things, they just come to me. You know,
Yeah.
half of the things you say to me about me, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because to be
You
honest with
didn't
you,
Google yourself and see that one.
no, I don't really do any of those kind of things. I just keep going forward. You
Yeah.
know, I greet each day as a brand new day, and I greet it with a smile,
Yeah.
and I move forward.
No, I love that. I love that. Well, with
Yeah.
UB40, there was a lot of talk like back in the days that you were going to be the lead singer of UB40. Do you remember that? What was that
Yes.
even about, and where did that even come from?
You know, it's media. It's everybody, finds something to hold on to. And then you learn that, hey, why not? Hold on to it. It's great, you know, but
Yeah,
it's just not what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? And you
yeah.
somewhat, it's good when people can feel a part of the situation. Do you know what I'm saying? UB40 are my very good friends, people that I've grown up listening to, then had the opportunity to work with them and know them and have them as friends. And we decided, we were in Australia at the time, and we decided that, hey, let's kick it. Let's we're coming out of England. Let's do something together. So for me, it was a no-brainer. It was like, that's part of my history. I definitely got to do something with them.
Mm.
Um, when we came back off the tour from Australia, unbeknown to me, I didn't know that they had a breakup. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Yeah,
know that Ali had left the group during
yeah.
the time that we were on tour. And I did the song, and all the time I'm doing the song, I'm asking, and, they kind of telling me that there was a bit of a tiff, not really exactly what was happening. But I was like, I'm doing my vocal, I'm in there and out there, And then we put the record out, and then all of a sudden the media started to pound on my door and on my phone, telling me that I'm the new lead singer of UB40, which, it was very much far from that. We just collaborated
Wow.
and did some work together. But, I have the utmost respect for UB40. UB40 has done so much for reggae music, and especially for me. Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
blessings all
they are.
around.
They're legends just like you
Big
are.
time. Big up Ali and big up the whole of UB40 crew, 'cause you know who you is. Yeah.
And repping the UK with that. All right, question number 6. You've told me this story before because we had you on the Royal Report. You had a royal run-in where you performed
Mm-hmm.
in front of
Diana,
Princess Diana.
Princess
We
Diana,
got to
yeah.
hear that story. I know the story, but for those who don't know the story, and just tell me what she was like as a person, because you got to chat with her as well.
Oh my gosh. It was a fragrance. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Chanel.
Yeah,
It was Chanel, right?
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. You said it was a Chanel event. Yeah.
Yes, and they invited us to come and perform in the shop in Manhattan at Chanel's. But they didn't really tell us who was going to be there, right? Now, I guess, that was understood because of probably top security and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And there I am performing, and bam, hey, there's Lady Diana in front
Hold
of me.
on. You didn't even
And
know you're there on stage, and then suddenly you look in the audience. You're like, hold on, it's Lady Diana sitting there watching. That's crazy.
well, she actually got up and stood up and came up to the stage, and I held her hand and all that kind of stuff, and we just had a ball, and she seemed like she was having a ball. And then, when we finished, it was, we had a hello and stuff like that, and very soft mannered. Yeah, I guess what a lady and a princess would be, I guess. Yeah.
What do you think of the modern day royals, her sons, Will and Kate, and Meghan and Harry? Do you follow what's going on with them? There's like this new tell-all book about Harry and Meghan. Are you a follower of that stuff?
I don't think that you can help but hear about it, you know.
Yeah.
If there's anything publicized, it's definitely the royal family.
Yeah. They've been hard on Meghan.
What do I think about
the tabloids? Yeah.
Look, that's the game that plays. If I was going to get up tomorrow morning and marry somebody in the royal family, then I must expect this game to come.
Mm.
Now, that doesn't mean to say that, you know, I play it and then halfway through I might not like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't walk into that blind. I can't. How do I do that?
Mm.
Where was I? Under a rock or something? You know? But respect to everybody for their own choices of what they choose to do. Do you know what I'm saying? But I could never stand there and say that, man, I didn't expect this to come at me if I married the royal family.
Yeah. Do you
know,
feel that are the British tabloids worse, harsher than the US tabloids?
Did you hear me?
No, I
Hello?
didn't hear that. Sorry, it cut out for a minute.
I said, what one has to understand is that the monarchy, the royal family for England is one of the biggest income tourism to England. Okay? If it's bringing in money for the people, right? Because I'm sure that some of that money there has to reach the average person on the road, right?
Yeah.
The country, yeah. You know, you can't knock it. You can't knock it. Do you know what I'm saying? It helps to support and run the country. Do you know what I'm saying? I have no problem with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, any nation that is without a king and a queen is lost. Do you know what I'm saying? It's lost.
Why?
You know, why? Because it needs direction. It needs direction. It needs a focus point. Now, that may not go for everybody, but the large majority of people do need guidance and do need help and leading and leadership. You understand? Now, and that king and that queen may come in the shape of a president or, you know, prime minister or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? But England has a queen and at times has had a king. And that has given them as much as they've got today. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's an important part of the UK, the monarchy is.
It's a massive important part of the UK. You know, I can't fight them for their thing. It's their thing, man. It's not my thing, it's their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I can't fight it. You know, until my people them recognize their king and their queen, then we have to allow people with their kings and queens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and give respect to everybody's country and situation. You know, respect the law of the land is the teachings that I know. You know, no matter where you go, respect the law of the land. You know,
good one to follow.
Yeah.
a good one to follow. All right, great stuff. So question number 7, a little known fact, I think, is that you actually played for a semi-professional football team. You're a star
Who's that?
player.
Who's
For
that?
Southall. You played for Southall, right? Is that what you forgot?
Okay.
Did you forget? You
Okay.
you were recruited to play for Southall, and what's really interesting is you were 43 years old at the time, so
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. That says a lot for you as a
I
football
thought I
player.
was still 43.
Yeah, it was just
Oh
like
my
earlier this year,
gosh.
right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
earlier this year.
There you go.
But tell me how that happened, and what would you say? I mean, obviously you're good, but what would you say are your strengths and your weaknesses when it comes to football?
Well, my love for the game is definitely my strength. I'm a left footer. I'm both foot, actually. I'm both foot, but stronger more on the left.
Are you left-handed? Is that why?
I am left. I am
Okay,
left-handed.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are.
lefty as well. Yeah.
Poop, 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 poop,
I
poop,
write
poop,
like this, the upside down.
poop.
So does
So,
President Obama. I'm in
there
the
you
club.
go.
Yeah.
My reading the game.
Yeah.
Reading the game. Trying to understand positioning and reading the game. That I would say is my strength. I was brought there by my son.
Oh.
My son Ryan Elliott. No, Marvin Elliott. Sorry, Marvin Elliott.
Yeah.
You know, because I played ball with my sons. You know what I'm saying? And what is that?
It's a leopard. There's a leopard on the loose.
Is that a leopard?
Yeah. No.
What is that?
He's my Bengal. Oh my God. No.
My gosh, he
Get
did
down.
look like a leopard.
Get down. You know what?
Oh
He
my
always
gosh.
likes to like try to get that picture.
He looked like a leopard.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah, he's a Bengal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
Thanks.
nice.
I have 2 of them actually.
I'm a lover of animals. I love animals.
Yeah, me too.
Always had animals. But I was brought to that team by my son, you know, and obviously the team just wanted to kick it with me. So, you know, I was like, okay, cool. I'll come for a couple of weeks and, you know, roll a few balls and stuff like that and have some fun. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun story. Is there anything that you take from football and any skills that you learned that you use in your everyday life, whether it's mental skills, probably not physical unless you go around kicking people, but
that can happen. That can happen.
Get down.
You know what? Team play.
Yeah.
Team play. You know, it's a team sport. You learn to delegate. Yeah, teamwork.
Okay.
You know, you try and work with everybody around you and allow people to use their strength in the position that they're in, and you tend to find that things move along a lot smoother that way.
All right.
But I'm also now on the board of a soccer team in the parish of St. Elizabeth, where my parents come from.
Nice.
In Jamaica. So they've just elected me as one of the board members.
Awesome.
I don't know what kind of tactics I'm going to give them, but
you better give them
really,
something.
I guess I guess it's more as an awareness and some media and stuff like that. And we had a beautiful, massive board meeting, and a lot of the FIFA guys from Kingston and different parishes came, you know, to see me sit on the board.
You stay busy, Maxi. You never know what
they haven't been in the Premier League for 25 years.
Okay.
So we're hoping.
You're gonna get them there.
Come on, guys, keep your fingers crossed. You know, you never know. This might happen, and this might happen for a young kid that maybe might be playing for Jamaica or playing in the Premier League in England. You know,
You're gonna make it happen.
I
You're gonna make it happen for
hopefully,
them.
I definitely want to.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
awesome. All right, question number 8. This is
Yeah.
kind of an interesting one. What do you think about when you're alone in your car?
When you're alone in your bed. Oh, I'm sorry. In my car. Sorry.
That too. We'll start with the car first and move to the bed.
When I'm alone in my car, I tend to create a lot.
Okay.
I sing a lot.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of thinking because I don't really play a lot of music in my car. I just like the silence and I just create and I think a lot. I think a lot better when I'm driving and just cruising along and, you know, thinking about some things that need to be done and who I need to talk to and who I need to straighten out and
So it's your quiet time to really sort of plan things out and yeah. Now, if you do listen to music, what music do you listen to? And do you ever say to yourself, you know what, I feel like hearing some Maxi Preist, and you throw on your own stuff?
Any Maxi Preist that I'm doing or listening to is something that I'm creating.
Yeah.
Other than that, everybody else will play it. I listen to everything. You know, I listen to everything. You know, I'm you know, I was brought up in England. I'm open to a mad, crazy melting pot of music. So,
yeah. Someone's asking
you know,
about Bounty Killer. You listen to Bounty Killer?
Of course, I listen to Killer. Definitely.
Vibes Cartel?
Oh my gosh, all of them. You name
Vibes,
them, I listen to them.
Yeah, I love them both.
It's best everybody asks me who I listen to because it's like I listen to so many things. I listen to R&B, I listen to pop, I listen to everything. Everything.
Do you listen to grime and UK drill?
I do listen to grime, and I can't escape it because I got some of my kids in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're on the grime scene, grime artists.
Yes, they're in the grime scene,
Oh.
and then I got some of my kids in the reggae scene and in the R&B scene.
Nice.
You got Iron Ryan producing in the grime scene with Corey, and then you got Marvin Preist on the kind of reggae tip, and then you have Che Sav on the R&B kind of vibe. You know, so look out, watch out.
Definitely. I actually did a story on grime when I used to work for BET, and we did a documentary on grime like a number of years ago when it wasn't mainstream yet, and you were talking about like artists being shut down in the UK. That was happening across the board to all the grime artists, but they you know, they prevailed, they kept on going, and now doing really well for themselves mainstream wise. So yeah, it's a really, really interesting scene. Good luck to your sons on all of that. Very cool stuff. All right, question number 9. I hear that you're quite the chef. You're quite the chef.
I'm quite a chef.
Chef, yeah.
Listen, I'm more of a taster than I am a cooker.
You are, but the video.
I'm the greatest taster in the world. I can tell you when things are good from when they're bad. But
oh, that's funny.
Cooking, oh my gosh, nope.
No, so no quarantine.
I had a house. I had a house of 5 sisters, man.
Oh wow.
Come on.
That's a lot. Because you had 9 siblings.
Yeah, 5 sisters. So how do you get in between that and cooking? No.
I saw the cooking videos. I'm like, oh, he can throw down in the kitchen. All right, so answer me this. Why does UK food get such a bad rap in America? And can you sort of plead our case right now and just let people know our food is not that bad? Our UK cuisine.
Great fish and chips.
That's about it?
Great fish and chips.
Good roast dinner.
No, it actually has improved a lot.
Yeah.
Improved a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But it depends. I guess it depends on what restaurant you're going to. How can you? I can't judge England on you know, food like that. You got some awesome West Indian restaurants. You got some great Italian restaurants, and I think the best Indian food is in England.
Absolutely.
I'm saying, and I would say the same for Chinese.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But and I would almost say the same for West Indian food.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking about that.
No, it's true.
But you know, England has its fish and chips.
When it comes
and
to
nowhere in the world makes fish and chips like England.
Very true. They try. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No.
I don't know what we do. I don't know. We got some like guzum, like.
What's the secret sauce that goes into the epic fish and chips? All right. So is it still true that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? And then what happens if your partner can't cook? Then what? There's a reason I'm asking this, because I'm not really the chef type either.
She's in trouble.
Well, she can always order in, right? Is she
in big trouble? She's in trouble.
Really?
Yeah, because wow, it is.
So to find my husband, I need to hurry up and learn how to cook then.
Oh my gosh, I would. You know, my sister can teach you.
Okay.
My sister can teach you.
All right.
My sisters are awesome.
Yeah.
Teaching.
I need to know.
Trust me.
Indian
but you know
food,
what?
West Indian food, yes.
And it's a good thing too, you know, when a woman can cook, and you know, share a vibe with her partner, just them and them.
Yeah.
You know, and not them and him, or them and them. You know, it's kind of cool that you can stay indoors and just cook and, you know, share a vibe.
True. And doing it together, that's the fun part of cooking, right? When you're doing it together as a team.
I'm a good helping hand, you know, I can help.
Okay. You'll chop the onions.
I'm the greatest taster. Nobody can taste like me.
No one can taste like you can.
Nope. No. Nobody can taste like me. I'm the greatest taster.
That's handy to have around, I'm sure. All right. So question number 10, we're here. New song, another new song. You've got Chiefly, you've also got Babylon is Falling, right?
Babylon is falling. Babylon's falling. Babylon's falling.
I love this song. I love the track. And it really speaks to what's happening in the world right now. It feels like the world is falling. Talk to us about the message behind that song and why it was important for you to be on this. This was with Canadian singer Jonathan Emile as well, the two of you together in collaboration.
No pun intended, but you know, we're back on the same grime and the same job of trying to figure out this injustice and equal rights. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I got involved with the song, because when he came to me with it and I heard these lyrics, I was like, damn, I've been here before, you know. But don't look at it like that. It's a new generation, and you know, it's their time now to push the fire. So I want to be a part of that. You know, I want to be a part of that push. We're pushing another wave. You know what I'm saying? So that we can overcome. You know, nothing's gonna happen overnight. You know, but we are given the opportunity, you know, to make another push. You know, and let's try and make it count. You know what I'm saying? Because too many lives have been lost. You know, when you look back, even way back, you know, to Martin Luther King and X and Steve Biko and even Mandela and all of the Muhammad Ali and Marcus Garvey and the list goes on, Nani and all the list goes on. A lot of people have died for this situation. Do you know what I'm saying? So here's this new generation that's come along now and brought these same lyrics back again. And I just thought to myself, yo, you know, I'm not even looking at it like that. I just want to be a part of this next wave. You know, and helping
you are
out
a part of this next wave, and it's needed. It's been a crazy year. What are your hopes for the rest of 2020?
Well, to be honest with you, I can't see any touring for this side of the year. If I'm honest, I can't see touring until probably the end of next year at the earliest.
Wow.
I mean, come on, they lifted the gates early in some places, and some places it's getting worse than it was before.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess I gotta be prepared to kind of weather the storm and change the plan a little bit. You know, change the plan a little bit. You know, focus on some of the stuff that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You know, where can I help the struggle? At the same time, you know, do some writing and some creating, and think of something else. You know, make another move. Maybe it's that time. You know, maybe it's that time to make a change. Maybe it's that time to look at oneself and check oneself and kind of, because to be honest with you, before all this happened, everything was just going.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier on, I had this feeling that I just wanted to just kind of hold up, you know, hold up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, be careful what you ask for, because it just might happen. And here we are. It's like, you know, take this time to check yourself, to look into yourself, look back, look at some of the stuff that maybe you've put down. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spend some more time with the kids then. Spend some more time with your family and all of that, and somewhat get oneself grounded and centered. You know, meditate, exercise, chill. You know, everything that you said you were gonna do, that, you know, that we all know what happens. You know, things come along and then I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it tomorrow, the next day. And that's really most of our challenge, is that we don't jump sometimes to the initiative of when things present themselves. And I think that this, with all what's going on bad, there's new things presenting themselves.
Yeah.
When one door is closed, many are open. So
absolutely right.
Yeah,
really good advice.
don't be don't. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Don't
I love
be
that.
downhearted. Why worry when you can pray?
Yeah. You were saying that touring is not going to happen, till the end of next year, most likely, you were saying. You did put on a great virtual performance, though, didn't you, the other day, Reggae Sunfest, which people can check out, and they should check out, because, it was pretty epic.
We had an awesome time. I mean, honestly, I was like confused at first, because the night before I was thinking, I've got a show. So normally I go to bed thinking about my show and X, Y, and Z. And then when we turned up the next day, it was like, but there's no crowd here.
Yeah. Is that?
Damn.
How do you find that energy when the crowd's not there?
You know what I'm saying? So again, you have to find this the strength from within.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And allow the Spirit of God to just flow through you, and let you do what you best do. And hopefully that's what I did. Yeah.
I thought it was amazing. Everyone else obviously did too. I saw the comments. So much love.
look at it as well, which I don't normally do.
You did look at it, or you? Yeah.
I did look at it, and I thought, I said, respect, Max.
You killed it. You totally killed it. You always do, though. So that's not even a question. Max,